Happy New Year, everybody. Yes, it's January the 1st until January the 5th. Now, of course, there are no retail releases this week, but don't worry, we've still got a packed episode for you because we've got some low prints, we've got the community spotlight, and I've got an end of year message / channel update / my future on YouTube in this series in general. So stick around for that. You don't want to miss it. And also, if you hear any fireworks going off, it's New Year's. I can't do anything about that. I'm not editing them out, just bear them, okay? What did I just say? There are no retail releases this week, but if you do want to purchase any physical releases from the past year or previous years, then please consider using the VGP links down below. Their discounts are about to end in the next 12 hours or so, so it's last chance saloon to get some amazing deals. They have free worldwide shipping over 80 Canadian bucks, which is about 60 American dollars, and they have a favorable exchange rate for North Americans, and if you buy something with our link each week, you will be put into a draw to win a $10 discount coupon. And this week's winner is Alex D. Thank you, Alex. You will get your email from VGP in the coming days, and thank you for your support. And speaking of VGP, this is kind of totally random, but it's the new year. Let's be all festive and happy and share the love and stuff like that. But yeah, I want to give a shout out to another YouTube channel. And this person helped me out so much because they introduced me to Video Games Plus and their affiliate program. So yeah, she has helped me quite a lot, and I want to give this shout out to her. So please check out Sega Girl Adventures. If you are a physical collector, she does unboxings, game pickups, physical discounts, retro game store tours. She's all about the physical goodness like me. But unlike me, she actually has a bit of a personality, so go check her out with the link below. I do owe her quite a lot, so hopefully you guys checking her out can be some mild payback. Go subscribe, get her over 2,000 subscribers, okay? Let's do that. Go have a look, there is a link below to her channel. But the physical releases this week. Syder Reloaded is Strictly Limited's latest Switch release, and a game I could add to the shmup list I made over on A Bit More Jordan. Not that this is anything special, if anything it's decidedly a mediocre shooter from what I've heard from true shmup fans, i.e. not myself. They are lowballing this one with 3,000 copies, no collector's edition, just a quick and dirty 3K. They know how to make shooter fans panic buy, gotta have them all. You can pre-order this right now, although saying that, it's been on sale a good few days now and it still has 86% stock left, so yeah, I think Strictly Limited are struggling these days. I think they're gonna have to turn the ship around this year or it might be game over for them. Toaplan Arcade Garage Kyukyoku Tiger-Heli is Limited Run's latest Switch pre-order, and it's a game that's been out in Japan for over 2 years already. Tiger-Heli collection from M2. Some of you more hardcore shooter fans probably have this already, but I will admit this is an affordable way to get it now. I mean, it ain't cheap, but it is much cheaper than the Japanese version. Well done, Limited Run. See, I can praise them. I can praise Limited Run. I am a balanced, honest person. Unlike a certain company that delists eShop games after less than 1 year because they don't want to renew the license. Please buy them before we destroy them all. You get loads of versions with a couple of games like Famicom, Mega Drive. Interesting stuff if you like 8-bit shooters, which I tend not to, but I'm more into 16 and 32-bit stuff. Alright, there are no imports this week, but there is a problem. If you do want to purchase an import, we do have a problem with our discount code. Somebody over at PlayAsia made a little bit of a balls up, so the plan was to renew our old code for 1 extra month until January 31st. So we were due to have SWTV23 for 1 extra month before changing to a new one. But just as the year came to a close, whoever's job that was, they decided to not extend it to January 31st, 2024. They renewed it to January 2023, so they expired the code, and then they all went on holiday and they still haven't had time to fix it yet. I don't know why we always seem to have this problem. Anytime there is something to do with the code, ours gets ballsed up, almost, I don't know. It's a little bit frustrating, but I'm sure in the next couple of days it will be fixed. SWTV23 should be good to go, but now I've said that, I'm sure they'll change their mind and then do Jordan 24. That's my choice. My next choice is Jordan 24, and I told them that, and no doubt they'll look at half of it and then anyway. I'm grumbling. Let's be happy. Let's get into the community spotlight. Shane L sent in this photo with Nobunaga's Ambition Awakening. Really good historical sim if you're into that sort of thing. Personally, I can't wait for Three Kingdoms 8 remake. McLaren sent this photo of the super whooper Get Everything in the Kitchen Sink edition of the latest Dodam Party game. Looks very nice indeed. Executive producer Cartoon Soren picked up these games, including Little Dragon's Cafe. I was thinking about making a video about Switch games that everyone has forgotten about, and I think this one could be included. Ashura G sent in this picture with the Scoutfall double pack, the deluxe edition that's only available on Red Arc Games' website. If you want it, check the links below. Kevin W sent in this photo, including an obscure import exclusive Dyschronia, a futuristic detective style game. Looks really nice and interesting. Vast Neon sent in this picture with Broforce, which took a ridiculously long time to get made, but they were waiting for the content update, which is nice. Andrew R sent in this photo with some really nice imports. Air Twister isn't an import exclusive, but it does have nicer artwork for the Japanese version. They are not afraid to show buttocks. Darky sent in this massive haul, mostly from Limited Run it looks like, including all the cover art editions of Castlevania. No wonder they sold 30,000 copies. Much limited. Executive producer Precision Play got in these games, including the $200 Annapurna Interactive Collection. Whoo! Executive producer Offone sent in this photo with the anniversary edition of Streets of Rage 4. Who's looking forward to the next Streets of Rage? I think Sega just announced it, right? Oh yeah. Danny C sent in this photo with the nice enhanced edition of Raji from Premium Edition Games. I think that's their best, biggest title yet. People constantly ask me over and over again if they'd heard about a physical release. Well, yes, now it is here. Executive producer Alex M sent in this photo with The Legend of Zangetsu, which is a dungeon crawling RPG, and it's super cheap over on VGP right now. Well, at least for the next few hours. Radio to Rancid in this photo with Limited Run's reprint of Lovers in a Dangerous Space-Time. I think that probably hurt Super Rare the most. I noticed that their annual memberships didn't actually sell out this time. Limited collecting, it's on the wane, guys. Stuart R sent in this photo, Yuden Chronicle Rising, just in time for the main game coming in spring this year. I so can't wait. Tap and the Nap sent in this Dark Deity from Limited Run. I forgot this one existed, to be honest, so I can't even say if it took them a long time or not. I don't even remember. Joshua B sent in this photo, again with lots of Limited Run stuff. Speaking of which, it seems like Limited Run will be doing Overlord another year or two later than the Japanese release. Mildly pointless, but no doubt will sell about 1,000 copies. Bunny Bear sent in this photo showing off Vernal Edge from Red Arc Games, a really nice looking game and one of their few to get an ESRB release. You know they believe in it when that happens. Pab sent in this photo with Fresh Start, which is essentially Power Wash Simulator but a bit more involved. Teaches you about cleaning the environment, and I played it a bit with my daughter, but she got bored fairly quickly. It's just busy work. Robin H in this photo with the Bayonetta spin-off with the really long subtitle. Did you watch the Game of the Year video? Sorry that took so long. It got barged out of the way when I got sick. It was supposed to happen before Christmas, but hey, before New Year, that'll do. Wankle Rotary Engine sent in this picture with the La Pucelle and Rhapsody double pack. I'm about to start my playthrough of Rhapsody because I'm doing a retrospective for the series on A Bit More Jordan. So if you want to grab it, play it, and see what you think alongside my video in a month from now or so, it's a good time to grab it. Viribus sent in this photo with Brigandine, which I also recently bought. Play Asia had the European version for like $25, which I thought was very reasonable. Executive producer Vei, our man in Japan, sent in this photo, including Trigger Heart Exelica, a really nice Dreamcast shooter now out on the Switch in Japan. Morality sent in this photo with Rack and Ruin from Premium Edition Games, which is an unusual one. I think it's one of the more forgotten releases. I'm not a fan of the art style, but the gameplay is supposedly really good, mixing top-down Zelda with bullet hell stuff. Starvey sent in this picture with Little Gator Game from Super Rare, which actually looks pretty good. Maybe I was a bit harsh about it because it was their 100th game celebration, but I'm told it is a good game. Theo sent in this photo with Knights of the Old Republic 2 with 4 boxes 3 of which have the exact same artwork used. Like, did they even care? Needless Dragon sent in this photo with a couple of nice imports like Atelier Marie and the Bloodstained double pack. I will be picking that up at some point in the near future. Max1216 picked up Persona 5 Tactica, a really nice XCOM game on the Switch. The price for it has come down quite quickly as well. I think it's on VGP for like, I don't know, like 30 bucks or something. Mika McFlynn sent this photo with Mercenary Kings, which is a blast from the past, one of Limited Run's super early Switch games. Manji sent in this photo getting all luxurious with that plum purple of Kemco RPG Selection 5. 6 is actually coming very soon this year, I think it's March. Gundam Wing Zero sent in Minecraft Dungeons. If you want a kiddie Diablo, or you want your kid to pay attention to Diablo, this may not be a bad option. Zero Flux sent in this photo with a couple of obscure releases that came out at the tail end of the year, like Werewolf and Vampire the Masquerade. Obscure stuff indeed. Chocoloco James made me jealous with Escaluda 2 physical, and I really wish I could add this to my collection, but sadly I have to rely on PlayAsia, who won't sell it. Philip M sent in this photo getting in your game of the year, Tears of the Kingdom. I'm just scared to play it. I've got shit to do in life, guys. I can't afford to get sucked into this. Cressalac sent in this photo with one of the late Otomiges last year, My Life as a blah blah blah. I'm considering doing an upcoming visual novel video for 2024, but I'm not sure it'll be worth the 1,000 people who will watch it. JB in my knot sent in this photo with the simplistic artwork for Super Mario RPG. I was kind of okay with this artwork at the start, but the more I see it, especially in this community spotlight, the more it stands out as being like a not quite finished / GameStop pre-owned printed kind of way. Is that just me? That bloody sadomasochist got in these games, including Forgive Me Father. Please stop asking me about it, I don't know. Dave H in this photo with the Taito Laserdisc collection, which I was so wishing had English. Sadly it doesn't, but it's still a cool release nonetheless. Alright, and that's it. Yes, please send me pictures on Twitter at SoWhatAboutGame, or our email address, switchwatchspotlight@gmail.com, or the Discord. If you're not joined already, the server link should be below. And so the year has come to a close, and I thought I would do this little update, or like a channel update. I would guess something like that. But it's not really an update, it's more my thoughts about the future, and I am a little bit worried. Like for like 1 year, I have been really worried about something, because I don't know where I stand at SwitchWatch and doing the physical series. I really don't know, because I don't know what's going to happen with Nintendo's new hardware. I think it's coming, but we don't know what it's going to entail, especially when it comes to the imports. I mean, it's really the imports that have managed to sustain me doing YouTube as much as I do, because otherwise I would have had to given up doing this a long time ago, were it not for your support with the imports. Like, will the Switch 2, will it have physical media? Will there be imports? Will there be region locking? I don't know, but I am worried that maybe an era is coming to a close. I don't know what's going to happen in 2024, because overall 2023, that has been, it was a really bad year for SwitchWatch. Like, ad revenue is like half as much as like the year before. James, he's checked out for the time being due to wanting to take care of his young family. Very understandable. Juan, he's just busy. I don't know if he'll watch this, but I feel he emotionally checked out of the channel quite a while back. And even though I've worked my balls off this year, I've also had to force myself not to make too much content for this channel. There's been a lot of focus on a bit more Jordan, and even though it's smaller, it's less profitable. I'm sure you can all understand why. You can put 2 and 2 together there if you're kind of smart enough about that. And this series also, it has plateaued and is, the stats say to me, slightly on the downturn, which is, that's not a good sign. But hopefully new hardware can revitalize the channel. Just, you know, put some energy back into it, and also in this series as well. But still, we don't know what's going on. We don't know anything about it. Will there be physical media? Because this series depends on it. And I still really hope the Let's Get Physical series can keep going and isn't forced to stop. Because even though I've been miserable so far about SwitchWatch, let me tell you guys, the only way I would stop doing this series is if Nintendo forced me to by having no physical media. And that's because it's because of you guys, because of your amazing support. All 10,000 of you who watch every week, thank you for making this series still keep going strong. I mentioned Play Asia imports, but now VGP are in the mix, and together you guys have made this year actually good. I mean, analytically, it's been a disaster. Like, any normal YouTuber would have just said, okay, I give up, delete channel. The signs are there, but thanks to you and your amazing support purchasing games through Video Games Plus and Play Asia, it means this series and my presence on this channel and video game collecting stuff, it's not going anywhere unless Nintendo decide to implode on the whole physical thing. So I and my family thank you from the bottom of our hearts. And yes, I hope we can keep going into 2024. Even if it still stays the same levels, that would be good. It all depends on Nintendo. So guys, keep thinking good thoughts about Nintendo. Yeah, if you think, yes, they will have physical media, then they obviously will have physical media. One of the reasons I created A Bit More Jordan and my Patreon was to give me some kind of backup in case Nintendo decides to do the unthinkable, because I love creating videos. I like writing jokes. Even if a few too many of you are saying that they're dad jokes these days, I mean, it's fine. You're American. You don't understand how to categorize my kind of humor. You're used to like podcast humor and stuff. I don't blame you. But they're not dad jokes, okay? They are not dad jokes. High quality humor. My dream is to do YouTube and become a game publisher. I am saving money. All my YouTube money is being saved, and this year I'm hoping to work with another publisher in learning the ropes and then perhaps going on to do it myself, giving you games I love physically. But not only that, but funding translations, bringing back classic games. And I'm not talking about Bill and Ted NES games because I don't have a brain injury. It'll be slow. It'll be extremely risky because, you know, I have a family and I need to provide a good life for them, not a bankrupt life for them. But I want to do it. I am a little bit scared, but I'm gonna learn the ropes and I will hopefully be taking a small risk later this year. It is risky because, you know, there is a downward turn on low print companies. I mean, I would be shocked if Strictly Limited games make it to the end of this year. And Limited Run, if you know their numbers, what they're selling, aside from the odd Castlevania game, which they sell like 30,000 of, and Persona like 20,000 of, 95% of their other games, they sell like 2,000 copies each, which I don't think that's entirely sustainable. But me, I will keep it simple. I'll keep it grounded and do what I think is best and what you guys would like. And I hope when it does come to fruition eventually, I hope you can support me there just like you've done with VGP and Play Asia. I would greatly appreciate that, and maybe it could be the start of something beautiful. Anyways, I should probably let you go, but once again, thank you. Thank you for watching. Thank you for commenting, especially positive comments. Thank you for liking. Thank you for tolerating my non-serious swipes at games that probably don't deserve it. And yeah, thank you for purchasing with the links below. Thanks to not only VGP and Play Asia, but also to Serenity Forge, Red Art Games, Premium Edition Games. We have smaller affiliates with those guys, but you know, every little helps. And they're nice companies as well. And thanks to everyone who's sent in photos to the spotlight. Thanks to everyone who watches the random reviews I do, videos that aren't part of this series. Thanks to everyone who's been to A Bit More Jordan. If you want to see a lot of more me, then you go over there. I don't know why I started speaking Italian. I don't know. I think that should be it. So I hope you all have a good 2024, and let's hope something. Hope. Thank you for watching all the way through. If you did, leave me a party emoji like that pop-up party thing, the one, the emoji, you know what I'm talking about, right? Yeah, for the new year, happy new year, all that stuff. And yeah, special thanks to our executive producers, like super special thanks. Dane Wilkinson, God of Resin, Boombox, Brent McLean, Santa Tartaruga, Alexander Cato, Jcross7776, Punky Dooster, Cartoon Soren, Robotech Z, Raven Knight, Thorn Metal Luna, Parsnip Coffee, Isa, They, Mental Traveler, Offphone, Jennifer M, Instacritic, Precision Play, Katacha, Totally Grateful, Alex M, and Feig. I hope you all have a good, happy new year.